Somewhere in Europe, enemy bombers are loading up. Bombs for Britain. Ju-88s to rain destruction on your country, your home, your friends, perhaps even your children. And if you don't first spot them, how will you stop them? So let's get down to it on a captured Ju-88. First impression, that bulbous glazed nose, two long engines in line with it, and the typical German fuselage, long and slim. Impressions aren't enough. So now for the detail in head-on. Almost low wing, with dihedral from roots. Then that bulbous glazed nose, with a gun position jutting out beneath it. And perhaps most important of all, those large underslung engines. For recognition purposes, call them radial. That's the dope in head-on then. Get going. Now from just below, and the engines still look radial, but the fact is they're inline engines. And it's the circular radiators mounted in front that give that radial look. And see the wings, how the taper to narrow tips gives a pointed appearance at this angle. Make a mental note too that the jutting gun position below the nose destroys the low wing effect which you saw in head-on. But he's an 88 all right, and no mistake. Once we get him against the sky, the wing plan shows up well. That's no ordinary shape. See the break in the wing taper and the curve to the wing tips. Long engines in line with the nose, and you've got the Ju-88. If you want to make assurance doubly sure, take in the forward position of the tailplane, making the fin and rudder stick out a mile. As dive bomber or level bomber, he normally has 4 external bomb racks. Here only 2 are fitted. The others should be there and there. That is detail within the outline, but useful as an extra clue to recognition. The 88 has been adapted for fighting as well as for bombing, and he's as fast as he's slim. As in so many Huns, most of the works are up front there. The crew sit in a friendly huddle in the bulbous, glazed cabin. That's not the sort of nose a fighter wants, so the Hun gives the fighter version a solid one. The underslung engines add to the thickness up front, and behind the cabin, the fuselage is slim and rakish, with a large fin and rudder, which has a very straight leading edge. Unmistakable, those lines, a gift in side view too. Good camouflage spoils the top view of the wing plan, but you can still say Ju-88 because of the long engines in line with the nose and that tail unit. See the width of that tailplane, and don't miss its taper and narrow chord. But even more important than its shape is its position in relation to the large single fin and rudder. So top view too, he's a sitter. More camouflage trouble here, but you can still see quite clearly the jutting engines, the glazed nose and cabin, the straight back, and the tail unit that belongs to the Ju-88. So much for the detail then. On your way, Nazi. Now get a further rifle of him and check over the points we've talked about. He's all yours. captured Hun peels off back to his hangar. But that isn't the end of it. No, no. The enemy is on the job, but so are men who'll know their recognition. Got him! And how did they know him? Well, let's reconstruct. Those long radial engines and a bulbous nose in line with them, a wing which tapers to narrow tips, a slim fuselage, and a tailplane well forward of the fin and rudder. Ju-88. He's asking for it. He's had it.